Hey guys, what's up? This is Rebecca with SongfireGaming, and tonight we are going to be checking out the Jorvik Stables open house. So you guys might have recently seen that episode where I unlocked Jorvik Stables so that I could do the quest for the open house. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Hey Lydia! Great that you came by. As you can see, the first guests are already arriving, but there's going to be more. Lots more. You haven't missed the news, have you? That it's open house week here at Jorvik Stables? Hi, I didn't think so. When we have an open house week, we get visitors from near and far. Although this time it's apparently not just 1 week. I think it said on the update that it was here for 2 weeks, not just one. Anyway, enough small talk. Would you like to help out with our events this week? There's plenty to do, so I'll be working from early in the morning until late at night. If you'd help, I'd be so grateful. Could you help me decorate the yard for a start? I haven't managed to put up all the balloons yet. Great, you just need to put them up around here. Okay. So, we are going to... Where's the first one? Okay, there. We're going to put up 5 bunches of balloons. Thanks for putting them all up. You've got them looking just right. Awesome. Now it's looking top-notch, wouldn't you agree? I don't think we need to decorate more than this, since people aren't really coming to see how fancy we've made the place. Okay, Lydia, I'm about to start a beginner's lesson. Could you ride down to the paddock and get 3 of our calmest horses? Great. Oh, and Lydia, before you ride off, take these with you. There are 3 bridles you'll need to put on the horses before you let them out of the paddock. Okay, cool. So, these are the horses that we're going to be buying from later. That'll be a separate video. And my start coins are going to take a hit from that. Because I'm buying 3 of them, 1 from each. Or hopefully, I actually don't know what level you have to be for the Lipizzaner. I hope I'm a high enough level for that. Fantastic! Those 3 are our calmest, kindest horses. I try to always use the calmest horses with the beginners so they can take away a good memory of their first riding experience. We want them to come back after all. It's thanks to days like these that it's going so well for our stables. But we've hung around chatting much too long, so now it's time to get back to work. I mean, you too, Lydia. You can't just do half a job. Now that you fetched the horses, they need to be groomed before they can be saddled and used for the beginners. Take this grooming brush and hoof pick and get going. Nothing will ever get done by just standing there. Off you go! Oh my god, I would love to ride a horse in real life. I rode a horse once when I was really, really tiny. Years and years ago. Like, I haven't been on a horse since then. But I would really like to. It wasn't even like a riding lesson, it was just like, one of my grandmother used to live in the El Dorado Hills, and her neighbor, or like a friend or somebody, brought their horse by and let us ride. Or kind of led us around while we sat on the horse. We didn't, we were too little to really do anything. So, I would really love an actual riding lesson. That would be really cool. There we go. Nice work. Now it's time to saddle up the horses. Couldn't you have given me the saddle so I could just do it while I was over there? 3? This is odd. Oh, Stein. I asked Stein to make sure we had enough saddles days ago, and he promised he'd take care of it. I really hope he's got the rest of the saddles with him, because these ones aren't exactly going to go very far. I know. We had lent out some of our saddles, but they should have come back by now. I just need to double-check the stable one more time in case they're in there. Could you give me a hand looking for them? Thanks. They should be in a box of some kind. It's probably Stein who's taken the return delivery and left it somewhere it shouldn't be. Okay, let's look around. See if we can find these saddles. We've still got far too few saddles, but I hope Stein's got the rest of them. I know there were a few of them that needed looking after, so he said he'd scrub up the ones he could and send the rest to a saddle maker to get fixed up. We've got enough equipment to at least saddle up the horses for the beginners group. Take these 3 saddles and put them on the horses, please. Thanks so much. Your work is really appreciated, especially since I've got a whole truckload of other stuff to be getting on with. Did you remember to tighten the saddles up just right so that they're neither too loose nor too tight on the horses? Good, looks like you've done a pretty nice job. I need to go and ask Stein about the rest of the saddles and whether they're back from the saddle maker, because we really need all the horse gear we can get our hands on for today. There are more and more visitors to our open house every year. Anyway, can you take these direction signs and put them up while I go and talk to Stein? They're for the racetrack that we usually set up to let riders get a feel for what it's like to compete in a race. Thanks. There are 9 of them that need putting up. I'll just mark on your map where you need to put them. Awesome. Are you done? How did it all go? Great. Guinea pig racer. When you put up the direction signs, did you make sure they were nice and fastened? You didn't do it too quickly or anything? If they're not put up properly, they'll just blow away with the first little gust of wind that comes along. You say they're good and solid? Great. Wait, I think there's supposed to be an I in there? I could rely on you, Lydia. A few years ago, Stein forgot to put up the signs at all, so a bunch of riders went completely the wrong way. Not gonna have a repeat performance of that. Stein just told me he's fixed up all the obstacles for the race course, so it should be completely finished now, so we know there's nothing weird with the track. Do you reckon you and... I'm sorry, what's your horse called? Rainbow Frost. Do you reckon you and Rainbow Frost might want to try out the track? Super, good luck. Okay, let's go do that. Here we go. How did it go? I saw you and Rainbow Frost fly through the gates there. If you want to try again and maybe even become the very fastest rider, you just need to come back and give it another go. The track is open all week during our open house event here at the stable. Cool. Thanks, I've got to go and look for a new group of visitors. But could you please talk to Stein? I still haven't heard anything about the saddles he was supposed to be taking care of. Great, let me know as soon as you hear anything, because we really need as much gear as we can get our hands on. Stein. You done screwed up, bud. Hey, Lydia. Have you got the saddles with you? Oh, finally. Okay. Let's get down. Why do I have to be off horseback? Why on earth did it take so long with the saddles? Why, you don't even need to answer that. They're here now, and that's the main thing. Anyway, can you see those girls over there by the horses you saddled up earlier? Well, they're some of the members of the beginners group. They came too late to catch the first group ride, but maybe it's for the best since they're so inexperienced. They're getting a little impatient, and it doesn't seem as though they'll be bothered to wait until the next ride starts, so I was thinking. Ever thought about being quite so scared? I'm not asking you to do anything impossible. I'm just wondering if you'd like to take these 3 girls out on a little ride to Jarlheim, stop there a little while, and then ride back here. You'll give it a go? Lovely. I'll give you a few more details about the ride soon, but could you help the girls up onto their horses first? Great. Okay, cool, we'll do that. Okay, now I'll tell you how our riding trips work. We usually start by riding nice and slow since these girls haven't had any experience. Then you can start to pick up the pace a little once they're a bit more confident. It's important that you get all of them to Jarlheim and that you don't lose anyone along the way. We don't want anyone getting lost, okay? Did everything go well? I just knew you would be a great writing instructor. How? I had no clue. Every year our visitors seem to forget all kinds of stuff when they visit. Cell phones, keys, clothes, everything imaginable. Sometimes Stein or myself won't find the things they've lost or forgotten until a long time afterwards. Sometimes I find things and just have to wonder for just how long they've been there. Could you take a little trot around and see if anyone's left anything behind? Great, I'll fix up a corner where we can put all the forgotten items. Okay. Thanks, now I don't have to worry about finding some lost property half a year from now while I'm grooming the horses. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Like, that would be kinda sucky. Herman really wanted me to take a few photos of all the activities over the week so that we could put them up on our website. It's good for marketing purposes, and it's something the visitors seem to really appreciate. I thought maybe I could ask you if you're any good at photography. I'm pretty useless at it. Not awful, but definitely not great. Do you fancy so? Great, thanks. Actually, I feel like we really could do a good job on this, considering how often we help James at Fort Pinto with his pictures for the postcards and stuff. Lovely. Looks like you've taken some really nice pictures and they'll be perfect for the website. Oh, good. I spoke to Stein about something while you were busy taking pictures. Apart from our regular racetrack, we're going to be organizing an extra race, only for experienced riders. Stein and I would love to give you the honor of opening the race and being the first person to ride it this year. Oh, how fun that you want to try it out. Good luck. Show me what you can do. Oh, this is worth quite a bit. 200 experience, that's not bad. Not for, like, a quest. Abort! Try it again. And try again. If you don't time the jumps just right, you're gonna end up starting over, I guess, because you only have like 15 seconds to get between checkpoints, which is normally fine, but like, some of the jumps are just like, just close enough. Aww. This is terrible. I hate this. Take 5. Fuck. 6. Yes, perfect. That only took 6 tries. Wonderful. Awesome. I don't think I've ever had a race take me that long to get through the first time through. But, well, it did. Okay. Wow, that was fast. Really? That took me 6 tries. Okay, you're quite simply one of the best riders I've ever seen. When you fly by on Rainbow Frost, it feels like no obstacle would ever be too difficult for you. That's just flattery. Flattery, but not true. Thanks ever so much for all the help you've given me in Stein. We couldn't have done it without you. Now why not take the chance to take it easy and enjoy the events? If you want to have a go at any of the races again, you just have to ask me. Cool. Sweet. Show jumping. Okay. Lydia, I'm still very impressed with your riding talent from the last 2 competitions. We actually have another competition that you could try out if you want. We don't normally open it up to everyone, as most you'd be excellent. So are you up for it? Great. I'm happy you're up for it. Well, that was kind of repetitive. Maybe fix that? If you ride down to the competition course here next to me, you'll find a girl called Jalika? Jalika, I guess. Talk to her and say hi for me, and she'll open our very own show jumping course for you. Good luck. Alright, let's go talk to her. Yo, what's up? I heard you've helped Johanna a lot. That's really nice of you. So are you here to enter the show jumping competition? Cool. Which horse are you going to enter on? Rainbow Frost? Nice. Well, I wish you good luck. So much extra training going on right now. And we're done. Let's go get our experience points. Oh, awesome! Totally aided amazing. Okay, was that supposed to be like 18? That was some really cool writing. Well done. Bring a friend along next time you write the competition so you can challenge each other. Cool. Let's see, what else is here? So before we go, I want to show you guys a couple of the other things you can do. I think over here is the petting zoo. So one of the things that I want to mention from the update post, when you are here in the riding arena, this dressage arena, once you're in here, you pretty much don't see anybody else. You have the option of seeing nobody, only your club or only your group. So this is going to be a good spot to do dressage for the moment, at least until it goes away. It's kind of like the indoor riding arena over by Silverglade Manor, but up here in Jarlaheim, and it's honestly a lot prettier area than the indoor riding arena. Hello, Andy. Welcome to Jorvik's Stable's fabulous petting zoo. We have a bunch of very friendly animals waiting to get some good pats or a warm hug. Okay? Just walk on up and give them a good scratch. They'll love it. Okay? So, this is one of the other things you can do. You can check out the petting zoo. And you can hug and pet the animals, and it's so much fun, and they will love you for it, and there's even a little foal that you can hug. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Oh. Little fox, come back. You can pet the fox. I did not recommend this in real life, but you can do it here. Okay, let's see what else is up. Welcome to the Jorvik Stables open house. May I humbly offer to take you on a tour of the historically significant Jorvik Stables. Oh, it's you, Lydia. Apologies, I'm still practicing my welcoming speech for the guests. I wouldn't have thought it myself, but this is a lot tougher than it looks. When Johanna first asked me if I wanted to volunteer, I thought the monkeys were biting me. What does that mean? Monkeys, and Isabel let Diggory run wild again? I'm confused, what do you mean? Oh, apologies, it's a Portuguese idiom, meaning I was intrigued. Sorry, it seems like that one didn't translate well. Volunteering as a tour guide here is a really exciting opportunity. I love history and could talk about this stuff for hours. Talking in front of people makes me nervous though, even with Sirio by my side. Hi, beautiful boy. I read everything there is to read about the historic landmark, and I'd like to make sure I don't bore my audience with too much detail. Looks bored already. Sirio! Sirio, no! Luciana needs you to be interested. Oh, Sirio, you're not exactly the target audience here. Lydia, could you help me practice my tour? It would mean the world to me. Yeah, let's do that. So I guess you could do that with Luciana. It'd be great if you could lend me your ear. What do you say? Sure. Get experience for walking around and listening to history. That's a plus. Are you and Rainbow Frost ready to be entranced by the history, legends, and mysteries of Jorvik Stables? There's mysteries? Sure. This is the first stop in our little tour, the historical Jorvik Stable Barn. Regrettably, this is not the original barn from John Jarl's days. The original barn was lost after in 1871, and that still makes this barn over 100 years old and quite an artifact. One in dire need of renovation, if you ask me. It's a real fire hazard. Tell me more about the earthquake. Rumor has it that this was no natural earthquake, but caused by a duel between Maurice Buttergood and Bernard Winterwell, the 7th, all the way down in Ipona. The two families had been rivals ever since the first Bernard Winterwell led a rebellion against the Buttergoods back in 1588. The feud escalated over the next 200 years, and the descendants managed to blow themselves up while dueling in front of their dynamite factory. Very smart. Norwegian history can be quite strange sometimes. Shall we continue? That actually is interesting. This old riding hall, it used to be the center of all equestrian events here in Jorvik Stables, but it's been closed for ages. I wonder if that means they're going to open it up for us at some point. That would be really, really cool. That would be really nice. There are all sorts of rumors why it's been closed for so long, and the variety of theories is quite impressive. It pretty much ranges from the proprietor being broke to being haunted. Haunted? Isn't that a little far-fetched? A little. The story goes that it's a ghost of Herman's great-great-great-aunt. Apparently she was a super successful equestrian and competed in all classes. It was frowned upon at the time that a woman would compete, and with a regular saddle to boot. But she was strong-willed and very ambitious. So the night before the Grand Prix de Jorvik, she was up late in this very riding hall, trying out her choreography until late at night. They say that in the morning she was nowhere to be found, but that a pinkish dust still marks her footprints to this very day. The grand outdoor arena, home to several grand competitions, and the horse market when they're in town. Apparently it also used to be a popular stage for concerts. The place is actually quite old. Apparently this very ground used to be where the National Assembly was held, dating back to the 14th century. That's a long time ago. Indeed, it was in 1306 that Yorwald Day was formally introduced as an annual assembly of the clan chiefs. This place was both the parliament and the Supreme Court, so they made laws and ruled on disputes and such. Every 3 years, they elected a new law speaker to oversee the assembly and to rule in cases of disagreement. These law speakers lived dangerous lives. People were a lot less friendly back then, if you catch my drift. Sirio does. You're such a clown, Sirio, and I still love you. If you squint, you can catch a glimpse at the most remarkable landmark in South New Jorvik, the lighthouse. Just kidding, it's quite visible, which is the whole point of a lighthouse, am I right? What's the story of this particular lighthouse? It's said that after a particularly bad, night out on the town, Erwin Jarl sailed out into the bay on a bet that he could steer his brig by himself without a crew. It was a cold autumn night, and even though he got out of the harbor, he got lost in the thick fog. According to legend, he saw a golden horse stand on the shore where the lighthouse is now. While turning, he ran his ship on a rock, though, and had to swim home. But he survived. That's good, right? Legend has it that this was the beginning of the downfall of the Jarl family. Your ignorance shocks me, dearest. Ah, the petting zoo. Not part of the official tour, but I couldn't resist. Look at that pig, it's so happy. On a more related note, though, Jorvik stables housed a petting zoo back in the 50s. Do you want to guess what the kids could pet back then? The story goes that when the first Icelandics came to Jorvik, people didn't know what to do with them. They thought they were too small for adults and too energetic for kids, and the vet thought the ices were lame when they tolted. Ridiculous, right? So they put them in petting zoos because they were so pretty and fluffy and calm when handling them. It took a while before people discovered that these ponies could carry an adult without issue. Let's move on. I know you'll love what comes next. Last but not least, the broodmares. Aren't they gorgeous? They used to focus mostly on Jorvik warmblood horses here, but now they breed character-strong sport horses of all breeds. At least that's what it says on the website. The history of the Jorvik warmblood started with the horses brought here by the first human settlers, long before Jon Jarl and the Vikings showed up. They say there were wild horses on Jorvik even before the people came here, but that's probably... Except we know our history with Aideen, and we know that that must be true. Well, to me, it seems like it would be true, because it's the whole lore of Jorvik. Even if you look at the funky coat colors and all that, horses don't grow on trees, These presumed wild horses must have come from somewhere. Until someone proves me wrong, I'll go with the theory that Coulter brought them during the Ice Age when an ice bridge connected Jorvik to Scandinavia. Shakes head. Ha, see, Sirio knows. Now you don't want to leave? Why am I not surprised? And that brings us to the end of this of our tour of the historic Jorvik stables. I hope I didn't babble. I mean, not too much. Thank you for letting me practice my guided tour with you, Lydia. I feel so much more confident now. Feel free to look around everywhere at this marvelous event. I tried cuddling that foal in the petting zoo earlier, but Cereal gave me the stink eye of the week. Thanks again for helping me. There we go. Catching up a little bit. Okay, so everyone in Jorvik's stable sees you as their friend. Your reputation is now friendly. Oh, great! Awesome. So I'm gonna end it there for the day. I think I've covered all of the highlights and all of the events that you guys can do with the open house. The only thing that I haven't covered is the horses, and that's because it's going to be a separate video. But thank you guys so much for being here and for watching this. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want any notifications about new videos, then hit the bell icon. And, you know, I hope I see you guys next time. I love you all, and so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!